If I don't meet this 1 hour deadline, I'm gonna blame it on this drill, 100%. I've got a huge challenge today. I'm going to be building a pergola, and the challenge is to build a 10 by 10 pergola in under an hour completely by myself with only one power tool. Let's see if we can do it. So the one power tool that we're gonna be using today is a drill driver. Now this is gonna function as our drill because we're gonna have to mount these post bases into the concrete itself. This also has a hammer feature, which is what we're gonna be using first. So we'll flip it onto that. And we've got our bit for drilling those holes. I'm nervous. I just don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and start the time now. So I've got these 4x4s. These are gonna be for the top. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lay this out roughly. I'm gonna confirm these are 10 by 10 or 10 feet long. Ooh, a little over 10 feet. So I'm just gonna measure diagonally here. Check and make sure it's square. We got about 170. Shoot for 171. The way that this pergola is going to be built is with 4x4s, and I'm going to be using the Sage system from Simpson's Strong Tie. Now, the cool thing about this is the connectors, you can kind of like do your own style of patio. So they sell these connectors basically in pairs, and you can kind of make your own kit. Okay, 171. All right, so we're nice and square. So these are our connectors for our top, and these should make sure that everything's nice and square. So the nice thing is this stuff all slides together, and you'll see more of this when I get up to the top. Okay. Now, the other thing is this all comes with all the screws you need in these kits. So now these are cool because they're galvanized steel, but they have a black powder coating on them that's going to basically resist anything, you know, the elements and all that. So by connecting these first on the ground, my idea is that this should get everything exactly where I want it. And now I know where my post base need to go. That's my theory anyway. Man, it's like this pad is like perfect for this. It's crazy. Now this project is actually for a really good friend of mine, Dave. Now, Dave recently got married to his lovely wife, Sarah, and that dude in the middle officiating the wedding, yep, that's me. Dave's got a ton of projects going on around the house, but he's kind of limited for time because he has to travel for work during the week. So I thought creating this pergola space for his outdoor grilling area would be the perfect gift for him and Sarah to be able to enjoy the space outside, whether they're grilling or just hanging out with family and friends. So while he's away on a work trip, I'm going to be tackling this pergola today, but I do have some ideas for some other projects to go along with it and kind of finish out the whole space. All right, so we got a mark for our post base. I had to get these guys out of the way. So again, I'm gonna go over the challenge rules. The rules are 1 man, 1 hour, 10 by 10 pergola. And the last one, which I don't know if I mentioned already, is that we're going to be doing this for under $1,000. Now, I already know the answer to that last one, but you guys are gonna have to wait, and I will add it up for you at the end. 1 power tool. Again, I feel like I have to specify, like, I honestly have no idea if I'm gonna be able to do this in the time allotted. So the idea for this challenge was that when Simpson's Strong Tie reached out to me, we've got this pergola, and they said, well, we had somebody build it in 2 hours. So I thought to myself, someone else can do it in 2, I can do it in 1. I have no idea if it's true or not. Okay, drill, where are you? Where did you go? There you are. Okay, these are the Titan turbos. So they're 1/4 inch concrete and masonry screw anchors. I don't know if it's a setting, got this up too high or something, but I mean, obviously, normally I would use an impact for this. Okay, so I think I know what it was. I think I have my speed setting on 2. That is probably what did it. All right, so I'm gonna put 2 screws in this thing, and that's gonna kind of stabilize it so that I can drill the rest of my holes. And this is gonna take a little bit longer than I anticipated. Man, this is not going well. We're not off to a very good start here. Okay, so in theory, The whole one tool idea is not the greatest idea. Hopefully things will speed up for the next 3. Get out of here, 23 minutes already? No way. I don't know. I don't think this is gonna happen in 1 hour. All right, I think I figured this out. On to the next one. Gosh sakes, man. Why? This drill sucks. If I don't meet this 1 hour deadline, I'm gonna blame it on this drill, 100%. Definitely the tool, not the technician. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get this done in an hour, I don't think. Okay, I think I figured this part out. Oh, last post base over here. Let's see how we're doing on time. Oh, 40 minutes. Come on. You can do better than that. Okay. Oh gosh. How are we doing? On time. 50 minutes. That means I got 10 minutes. Okay, so these are my posts. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to slide these on the top first. Okay, it's in there. Now the nice thing is, as you can see here, there's these little tabs that kind of like set it in place. There's also a tab down here at the bottom that will keep that bottom of this 4x4 up off the ground. Okay, all right. These are 4x4 10s, and I went with cedar toned because I didn't want to have to stain them. So we're kind of cutting down our timeline rate, but you can apply a stain to these, I think, if you want. Pretty sure there's no way I'm gonna get the rest of this project done in 10 minutes. So, start a new challenge, make it the 2 hour pergola. Wow, this is really high up there. You're in there. Oh boy, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to reach with my ladder. I should be able to. Okay, all right, we got a post up. We're about to cross the 1 hour mark. This is officially the 1.5 hour. We'll call it maybe the 2 hour pergola. I'm sure you guys are tired of me heavy breathing into the camera. This is when I'm really gonna miss my impact gun. I need to get these posts somewhat plumb. Let's start trying to put these posts up. Oh boy, let's see. Yeah, I should be able to reach. Now, I think one thing I'm gonna do before I put my posts up, or the top pieces, is So I'm gonna figure out exactly kind of where these, so you can buy this sunshade as well. This is like a 10 foot by 10 foot sunshade. And I kind of need to maybe have an idea where these straps are at. So I think this is all gonna be a little bit easier to do on the ground. Well, I guess one of these guys is gonna kind of have to go up in the post, maybe? So this is nice because it's just got these clips, and this sunshade you can actually remove in the winter. Obviously we're in Michigan, so this will have to come down before the snow starts. But yeah, I like this style. Because with these clips, you just hop up on a ladder, unclip it, take it down, and you're good. And honestly, when it comes to pergolas, I think I can actually say this. I've never built a pergola. I never quite understood the idea behind a pergola with the slats. I mean, at the hottest point of the day, when the sun's beaming down on you, it just goes right through the slats. So that never made any sense to me. But this like actual sunshade where it can block out the sun, that makes a whole lot more sense. And I know that people put shades on top of them and whatnot, but I don't know. I guess I just wouldn't do one without a shade of some sort. Because like, what's the point? But maybe you guys like that kind of thing, or it's just the looks. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about pergolas, especially the old school ones? Obviously, this is gonna have a nice sunshade, so it serves its purpose, serves a purpose. But the original ones, I don't know. It didn't make sense to me. All right, let's see if we can actually do this. This is interesting. Oh boy. Stay. Make sure we're butted all the way up there. All right, we're just gonna put some temporary screws in for now. Oh, that one went in easy. All right, I'm just gonna go around here and put some screws in, and I don't know. Let's see how she looks. Cool. Pretty cool. All right, so I got 4 more of these clips, and I think I just need to put one on each corner, and I wish I had like 2 more steps. So I will say, if I had to do this over again, I think 8 foot tall would probably be plenty. Well, we definitely missed the hour mark. I might actually just go ahead and start putting this shade up because it is getting a little hot out here in the sun. And if I gotta finish up these screws, might as well do it in the shade, right? Oh, this is much nicer. I don't even know if you can see me on that camera over there. Okay, so I finished up those corners. Man, it feels so much better on here already. Now, I put this up because it's hot, the sun is out, and I gotta finish putting in a bunch of screws, so it'd be nice to have some shade. I think one of the best things that I did was lay that shade out here and then put my boards down on the ground and then figure out where all of my attach points needed to go. That worked out really well. Obviously, I gotta tighten up these straps and put a couple more attach points on the corners, but we will do those now. The other thing is, we are way over the hour mark. But you can't blame me for trying. Battery's dead. Went on 95 minutes, hour and a half. That's not terrible, honestly. Definitely be able to get it done in under 2 hours. We will see, I guess. And I hope they gave me more screws. Just tighten these straps up. Oh, man, this is nice. That sunshade turned out really good. That is pretty tall up in the air though. Man, lots of screws. So honestly, like if I was going to do this again, not on time constraints and not the challenge, the one man, one tool challenge. Obviously I'd have more than one tool. I'd have an impact for these things because there's a ton of them. And this is a big heavy hammer drill. The other thing is I would definitely probably have two people. Obviously you've seen it can be done with one person. Second person would make getting these things up here a lot easier, and then trying to kind of plumb the posts a little bit, you know, somebody to lean on it and push it one way and just speed the process up. There's a ton of screws here. If you put two people on the job, you can get it done twice as fast. So it's a good challenge. I think we're gonna probably do this in around 2 hours. I wonder if two people could cut the time in half and get it done in under an hour. We'll call it the 2 hour, 2-man, 2-tool challenge. I'm almost done with this ladder work. I have to tell Dave to look after screws when he's mowing the lawn. All right. So one thing I will say is I love my job. I love doing stuff like this. I think it's very cool, but honestly, I love the community of people that we've created on YouTube and through our channel and whatnot. So the only way that this stuff happens is because of you guys. So do me a favor, if you all like this kind of content, if you like my channel, hit that subscribe button. That would mean the world to me. And you know, just growing the channel is a big thing for me. That's how I get sponsorships and opportunities like this, and just continue to make this stuff happen, good or bad. You know, I've gotten some thicker skin over the years and I can take some of the criticism. So just hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. What you think of the channel, what you think of the projects. I love to hear it all, so keep them coming. Okay, let's see how we did. Whoa, look how close this is. 1 hour, 54 minutes, 51 seconds. Just under 2 hours. So honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. I think it looks great. I'm just gonna clean up, do some odds and ends, and I'll get back to you. So I couldn't stand to just leave this concrete like it is. So I bought a rug and a little 10 by 10 outdoor rug. See how this thing looks. Hopefully I don't dump this thing down the hill. Now, one thing I do want to point out is that this is the 4x4 hardware, but Simpson Strong Tie also offers 6x6 hardware if you want a beefier look. Now, obviously, I can't handle 10-foot 6x6s on my own, so that's why I went with the 4x4s, which I think looks just fine. And once this thing flattens out at some point, it'll look good too. I do think it would be cool to add some outdoor furniture here, so hit me up in the comments, let me know what you think. Now, the other thing is, I wanted to get back to our challenge, right? We had this 1 hour, 1 tool, 1 man, under $1,000 challenge. And we missed the mark as far as the 1 hour thing goes. The 1 tool, 1 man, obviously it can be done in, I would say, 2 hours. You should allot at least 2 hours to get it done. Now, as far as the pricing goes, the pricing for a lot of these connectors vary based on where you're purchasing them from. I did find on fasttoolnow.com that they seem to have some of the cheaper prices. So a lot of these connectors, the post base, the top connectors, they come in pairs, right? Because you can double this. They actually have a 3-way connector for a middle part where you could actually make 2 of these side by side and connect it together. But based on this, the post base, 4x4 post base, come in at $79.99. Now this is for a 2-pack. So 2 of those totals $159.98. And then we've got the corner connectors. Those are the up top parts. Those are a 2-pack at $175.99. So 2 of those is going to be $351.98. And then we've got the sunshade itself, and that is $175.99. Now, all of the hardware and the sunshade comes in a total of $687.95. So, like I said before, I went with the cedar tone 4x4s just to cut down on having to stain anything or whatever. So, those were $22.69 a piece. I needed 8 of those, 10 foot long, and that gave me a total of $181.52 for the lumber itself. That brings the grand total to $869.47. So, we met that. We were able to build this pergola for under $1,000. I think is a pretty good deal. Now, if you were to go with just standard treated 4x4s, you could get those for $15.78. Obviously, prices are going to vary based on where you're at, but that would bring your total down to $814.19. Still a very, very good price for what you're getting, and I would definitely do this again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, be safe and happy building.